so-called leads. And it obviously works, because I'm finding the people that need to or have to sell. I'm finding the right people. That is sifting and sorting. I'm rating them properly. All the threes, all the people that were interested in selling but not committed, pretty much removed their FSBO. There was no point in setting an appointment with them. They weren't serious about selling. I think I called it right on every one of those people. Then you have what's called your gatekeeper question. Okay? With the agent, you got to get them you got to ask, will you consider, and I got it once, and I just got it again from this other guy, so I might as well get it, $1,300 a week, or $1,300 period, for 7 highly qualified and motivated sellers. Okay? 2 or 3 set appointments, 2 of which got to complete, and 5 other leads minimal. Will you consider paying $1,300 for that? Why $1,300? That's what I got before. The guy in Florida yesterday convinced me if I call it a consulting fee in Florida, I'm fine. Unless he's out to set me up, but I don't think so. Then you rate him a 2. If you get legitimate, yes, I will consider paying that. Now they're committed. They're interested and committed. Do not set appointments with interested people. Merely interested. They must be interested and committed. We go from a 30 to 50% chance they do something to a 50 to 75% chance based on asking a gatekeeper question and keeping our empire tight. Who we allow into our little kingdom. Then we're going to ask, let's see, what will we ask the agents? See, I've been pretty much setting the appointment there off of that, and that's probably where I'm screwing up. I should ask, and I did with the guy the other night, and I should have known. He was good with that, but when I asked him, okay, if you can watch a video of me call and talk to a couple references, and I remember where I lost him now, and everything makes sense, will you pull the trigger? Will you pull the trigger and do this? I don't know. Send me the video. Well, now we're committed, not determined. Very few agents are going to pay you money unless they're determined. They're going to be hitting a slump. If they think they're doing well, and they're in a deep freeze anyway, they're not sure how much commission they're going to be able to get moving forward. And the delay doesn't help. Okay? In a crisis, which real estate is in, you either move forward, you freeze, or you retreat. You move forward, you freeze, or you retreat. Most of them are in frozen mode. They don't know what to do, so they're going to do nothing. That's the people that get gobbled up. You can't freeze. When he hesitated, so then I asked it again. His objection was, I don't know you. Okay? I'm not so sure you can overcome that objection. I don't remember. I've had COVID. That's what has destroyed my evolution in these agent calls. Okay? Once I started getting pretty good at them, once I had a system for this, I got sick, so I really don't remember what has worked and what has not worked. And these are legitimate cold calls, okay? Most of the people you're calling have absolutely no interest at all in what you're pitching. It is not the same with the FSBO or an expired, meaning somebody that wants to sell on their own, they just don't want to pay the commission. They do want to sell their house. An expired, okay. And I think that was his objection. He says, well, who you calling? One, I think he's calling them himself. I think he prospects. Nobody that prospects for themselves is going to pay you to do it. It's rare. I've gotten a couple. I don't want to bet on, okay, what do they need me for? What do they need me for? If they do it for themselves, it doesn't matter if I'm better or not, okay? They don't think they need shoes. They don't wear shoes. What do they need me for? If somebody's willing to call up, do their own cold calls, what do they need me for? That's not going to end well, usually. I've had a couple one-offs. Okay? I'm really looking for somebody that wants sellers, but doesn't want to do the calls. I get people that don't want to do the calls. They want appointments, but they don't want to do the calls. And I had one. And I was setting up Zoom appointments for him, which to him was a phone appointment, because he was stupid. Instead of, and I set up Zoom appointments. He says, well, I called everybody you wanted me to call. I didn't tell you to call anybody. I told you to set up a Zoom with them. If they agree to a Zoom, do the Zoom. That's obviously a much more committed person. They get to see who you are. That's the same as meeting with them. It's not just a mere phone call. He didn't like the phone. So he felt I was creating extra work for him and screwed this up. He lost numerous listings. He paid me a parting fee yesterday. He screwed up so bad. Didn't even argue with me. Not that long. He knows the amount of money it cost me. But my guy in Miami the other day that seemed determined, and then he said, because I told him I hadn't done this in a long time as a business, like trying to set up callers and all. He goes, oh, Phone Savages is new? That was it. Then I told him that my reference, Ron, might not like me. Why doesn't he like you? He had numerous objections. And I thought I got a yes from him, but I got one of these. Okay? A, when we talk tomorrow, are you going to pull the trigger? Well, if you call me up without an appointment, I will at least give you the $250. Well, right there, he didn't want to pay me the $350 I was offering, so he didn't answer yes. I had an appointment for him. He still didn't answer. It doesn't mean he won't do it eventually. Well, now it is, because I told him to fuck off, jackass, because I'm stupid. But he probably is. He's probably one of these jokers that just sets appointments with people, having no intention of answering them, just like it's no different than panhandling. I open up with panhandling, hey, I got a question. Can I ask you a question? Yes. If I get them to stop and they have cash on them or don't want to lie about it, 50-50 they give me $1, I think, probably. I have no way to determine whether they have cash on them or not. Okay? But